I'm just playing record. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday night webinar. As you know, it's 281-877-381, always at 7 p.m. London GMT. As you just heard Armando said, we are going to start coming back here. It's more interactive. We get to see everybody. And also we can answer some questions at the end. And it's always good to be able to interact. So I did prefer having a webinar and then having like a 5, 10, 15-minute Q&A session, because there's always going to be someone new coming in as you're all promoting and as people discover Mize, and as everything changes in our journey, meaning more products will come, more cards will come, things like this that is going to be life-changing for a lot of people that don't have the privilege to have, you know, cards like Wirex in Europe. If you're in Americas or Canada's, Australia's, and you're in Africa's and things like that, Philippines and India, you need a card that is able to get your cryptocurrency safe, stored, and be able to spend it from an ATM machine or at a merchant. So there is always something going on here, and we prefer now, everybody, that you get used to this link and bring anybody that has a slight interest in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology to come to those Zooms. So I want to say thank you for everybody that always attends, even though you've heard it many, many times. It's super important to keep the commitment to your vision. Okay. Now, before I start, I want to bring on my awesome hosts. I should say hosts. We've got Armando, Jorge, and we've got a special guest here, Angelo. How are you guys? How are you doing today over there in, I guess it's winter now in Portugal, huh?
Yes, it's winter and it's cold, but always warm to be here and happy. So welcome everybody to the Wednesday's webinar official for Mize Network. And I would like to pass my words to Angelo. The gold man is here with us, also from Portugal. Olá, Angelo.
Hi, I think that the company is the best, because all the people stay with us and say the same. And this is this car, okay? All the people go to the Las Vegas, okay, receive it and can to use, okay, and I think all the dreams is coming with Armando, Lee, Kalim, other people stay with us. So go Mize Network.
Awesome.
Work,
awesome.
my friend.
Awesome.
Thank you, Angelo. Your English is getting better.
It's getting better.
I think I'm going to bring you on some more times to practice your English. You're getting better. When I first met you, you only said hello. So well done, Angelo. All right. Look, let's start.
All right. We have two special persons today. RJ is already in.
All right.
RJ just came in, and we have something to say, right?
Yeah. So I was gonna start off this webinar with something absolutely positive. So we'll go in ascending order. Firstly, I want to say well done to RJ and his team for continuously growing, helping out the network. You see, it's influences like RJ that allows the company to grow. People like him will grow a team. That means we maximize ourselves, more people around India and such, and wherever his teams are, South Africa, etc. grow. That means bigger the Mize will become. And so well done, RJ, for continuously helping us, because you bring in powerhouses. So starting off with an absolute huge powerhouse, I want to welcome and congratulate Salosh. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Everybody, if you don't know, Salosh, I think, grabbed her first downline today, if I'm correct, that came in with 75 power nodes. So congratulations to you. I'm really looking forward to seeing your journey over 2019. It's going to be exceptional. So everybody, just just type something in the chat box right now. Let me know you're alive, you've got a heartbeat, and say congratulations. Because believe me, any of you have anything exceptional, let us know so we can call out your names and recognize you on these webinars, because they're recorded, and actually some people are putting them out live on their own timelines, okay? So this is a family. As we say every single week, this is a family. We are going to win together. We are going to hold hands, and we're all going to get to the finish line. And where we're going to do it is we're going to have tools like this. We're going to have leaders like RJ. We're going to have great people like Angelo. And we're going to have great co-hosts like Armando. Right, Armando?
Right. Yes, I would like to give my words also to RJ. RJ is a close friend, and I love him so much, and he's doing a fantastic job. So he's the top leader in India, but he works all over the place, including in South Africa. And for that, a big shout out for Salosh. Thank you so much. You just started your journey with us, and it will be a pleasure to follow you, to follow your steps, to help you to grow, and to support you to build the biggest team in South Africa. All right? So thank you, guys. You're fantastic. For those who have the camera on, just put your thumbs up for this team, fantastic team that we have on Mize Network. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool. Let me just welcome Mustafa. I just seen him arrive. Mustafa, please let everybody know you have a big event this weekend. If you can put it in the chat box, maybe somebody would like to come. Maybe they don't know it's happening. Put the date, the time, the venue, and also anybody else. Please let us know. You know, during the webinars or before webinars, if you've got an event coming up anywhere, let's recognize it. Let's put it in the chat box. So if you've got events, please go ahead and put it in there, because we are not stopping, everybody. Believe me, we are about to go to supersonic growth. Can you imagine how far we've come with one product, Power Notes? What's going to happen when we unleash the beast of this solution that everybody is having a problem with? What is going to happen if we open up new countries with physical products? This company is going to explode. So if you have the drive and the passion, and you're a leader, you're an influencer, and you are doing your events, get ready. You are preparing yourself and your teams for an awesome, awesome future. And I say it, and we're recorded. And I know this goes all over social media. And I'm extremely proud to be able to say, I know some of you are going to win, and you're going to win big. Right, Mize? Right, Mize? Armando?
Yes, right. Yes, a big shout out to Mustafa. This big event, Africa team is doing a great, fantastic, a unique job. They're doing big events, very well organized, and these guys are absolutely professionals. So a big shout out to you. Congratulations, guys, for the good job you are doing. All of us, we are doing great, each one on his own way, but all of them, we are doing good. So thank you, guys.
Challenge to everybody. If you can fill a room better than Africa, let us know, and we will talk about you, because Africa is absolutely smashing it. And South Africa, of course. But if you're in Canada, if you're in America, if you're in Europe, and you've got a big event and you fill it like they're filling it, believe me, we'll be talking about you. All right, without further ado, let's get on with the webinar, because there are new people. Bear with me. Okay. Okay. How are we doing?
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Nice.
It's on.
Okay, if it's your first time, welcome. If it's your 100th time, congratulations. Mize Network. The word Mize comes from maximizing yourself, because we truly believe here that we have the vehicle of success. We have the right leaders. We have the right attitude. And we have, obviously, the greatest thing right now. The trend is blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. All you needed was an honest platform, an honest vehicle with good leadership to take us all the way. And we want to talk about that. But before we talk about Mize, we need to talk about cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies is two words: crypto which is short for cryptography, and as you all know, currencies. Now, we know they're new. They've been here since around about 2009. They are decentralized. However, some out there are going to be centralized, but most of it is decentralized, and they are digital. Currencies that are not controlled by any government or institution. This is what should excite you the most, that you are no longer getting treated badly by governments or getting told what to do, or institutions. You are finally going to be in control of your own currencies and store your currencies on these cards where no one can have access but you. And why do we like it? Because it's fast. The speed of delivery. I can send money to South Africa. I can spend money and send money to Canada in seconds, and I know it's secure, and I don't have to attach my name and my date of birth and all of that data I don't want to send with the features. And all that is possible to blockchain. Now, everybody, cryptocurrencies is only an application, okay? It's great. Everybody enjoys it. They're looking forward to the future. But blockchain is really the magic here. Now, how do we get cryptocurrencies? Well, we get them by a process called mining, which we'll talk about shortly. All right, so let's talk a little bit about when it started. Now, 2008, somebody, we don't know who it is. Maybe it's a man, maybe it's a lady, maybe it's an organization, maybe it's the CIA. No one really truly knows. By the name of Satoshi Nakamoto, created the foundations of Bitcoin. All right, it originated as a revolution in the means of payments, creating the industry of digital currencies, of cryptocurrencies. Look, we're in a digital age. You do not write letters anymore. You take selfies, right? Digital. When you make a phone call, you don't really put money into the phone booths anymore. You've got your cellular phone, digital. So isn't it about time that our money changed from paper and gone into a digital world? All right, so blockchain, as we know, is the magic, okay? What is it? It is a distributed ledger. It registers information, okay? And on this, all the information is indelible, okay? Once it is presented onto a blockchain, it is there from the Genesis block. All the history from any action, any transaction is always going to be referenced, okay? So how does it work? Basically, let's talk about it. Look at the diagram here. A, I want to send money to Armando, to B, okay? The transaction is represented in the network, okay? Everything on this is a network, and this is known as a block, okay? Block of information as such. The block is transmitted to all parts of the network. It isn't just to me and Armando. It goes on the entire network. It is open source. This is the beautiful thing about a blockchain, is it is open source. People can see the information. They don't see my name. They don't see any of my details. All they see is the transaction of the amount. So the block is transmitted to all parts of the network, okay? Those in the network approve that the transaction is valid, okay? So if we're trying to send some, cryptocurrency that isn't ours, that it's fake, that it's fraud, the network will soon know. And if they don't validate it, it is not going to get added to a block. The block can then be added to the chain. That's why the word blockchain is used, which provides, as we said, an indelible and transparent, this is the word, transparent record of transactions. You won't see much fraud on a blockchain, but you can see a lot of fraud when you're sending from a bank or an intermediary. It still happens today, unfortunately. Bad people do bad things. But the blockchain now is the referee. The blockchain will make sure that the transaction is real, and it will be put on for everybody to see. Then the money moves simply on the network from me to Armando. 1 second. Okay, so the old, well, I won't say old, but the outdated system, shall we say, is the bank to bank, okay? And bank to bank, it's no good in a digital age. I mean, we're approaching 2019. Do we really need banks when we've got these special cards now where I can take my money offline and store it in a nano, a ledger, or these super technology cards? Problem with banks, everybody, is expensive. They close at 5 o'clock. They don't open on weekends. They charge you a service, and you have no idea if the transaction will actually happen, if they'll manipulate that, and it's slow. It still takes me 5 days to send money to America. Can you believe that? Why would I do that? Why would I spend my money and time and effort and fill out paperwork when I can just use my phone or a network and send it in seconds for a fraction of the cost? Okay, the other methods that we all commonly use, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard. What's the problem with intermediaries? You are never in control. I'll say that again. You are never in control, because if you put money on PayPal, Visa, or MasterCard and they block your account, there is nothing you can do about it. And they're expensive, and still they're slow, and we're having all sorts of problems. So what we're going to do, everybody, we are going to get educated. We're going to use cryptocurrencies. We're going to get our blockchain wallets, cold wallets, storage, and we are going to use the network, a distributed ledger network where it is fast, it is safe, and all of the good things I just said in the last couple of slides. So it's just basically a change of structure, everybody. Everybody knows the centralized model, been using it all the time. And as I say every week, the problem with this centralized model, look at the dots and the lines. You'll see it all goes into the center, okay? But that is what we call a central point of failure. A central point of failure where lots and lots of things go wrong. If something goes wrong in the middle right there, we lose our data, we lose all sorts, money is lost, breaches happen, identity is lost. It's a terrible system. So what we're going to do is we're going to change it to a distributed ledger. And this one, you don't see any central point of failure. Okay, you can follow the dots and you can follow the lines. You can't come to a central point of failure. It is just a change of structure. It is a better model. Technology is getting better. Financials are changing. Money is changing again. You've seen it change. You've seen it go from coins. When I was young, it was, looking down the back of my sofa and I would find coins. Lots of coins. Then I remember it was paper. Then it was plastic cards. Then it was Apple Pay. And now it's cryptocurrency. Got to talk about Bitcoin history, because Bitcoin is what changed everything. Back in 2009, if you had had the information, if you was on my webinars back in 2009 when I was talking about Bitcoin at 3 cents, you would have listened to me. I wish I was doing webinars back in 2009 talking about 3 cents, because I'd be a multimillionaire with you. No, we didn't have the information, basically. Okay, it was for all of the techie guys, and they're the ones that were mining. So we haven't missed the boat, everybody. Just because it was 3 cents, and now it's 3,500. Please notice from 2009, look at the dates. It went from $10, $600, $1,000 to $19,000. Now we're back down to $3,500. Do you think in your hearts, with adoption, with new technology, do you think that we will go past $19,000 with a limited supply? Can we breach that? So my question to you is, if you say yes, for sure, it's going to happen, and it's $3,500 now, and we're going to breach it, do you think you're going to be in profit with cryptocurrencies? So what's going to happen in the future? Well, what do we know about Bitcoin? Well, we know there's only going to be 21 million solutions. Okay, 21 million Bitcoins can ever be in circulation. And that is going to run out. Mining will stop in 2140. So we have time, and when you only have 21 million possible solutions or Bitcoins, if the demand for it is higher than the amount, what generally happens? You will have a growth in value. And you already saw on the last slide, $19,000, it's gone back to 3.5. If we breach $19,000, are you going to be in profit from mining today and holding your Bitcoins and getting as much as you can? What if it hits $1 million, everybody? Talking about $1 million, look at the some bullish BTC price predictions here. Everybody knows John McAfee, the security guy. He claims, or he says still to this day, he's so sure that it's going to hit $1 million. Not quite sure when, maybe by the end of 2020. What we got here? John Pfeffer says 75,000 by the end of 2018. Not so sure about that. What about Tim Draper? says $250,000 in only 3 years from now. So if these guys are even close to their predictions, wouldn't it be a great idea to start mining or getting your Bitcoins now, holding them, preparing yourself for 2020 and 2022? So some reasons why we should be having cryptocurrencies. Well, we just spoke about it. Increasing value. Increasing value is a really important one. I challenge anyone on this webinar to keep 100 euros, which is the price of a power node in our company, to keep it in the bank for 1 year from now. And I will buy a power node, okay? And I will keep my power node 100 euros and keep it for 1 year, and I'll do everything I can to compound. And at the end of 1 year, let's see how much your 100 euros is in your bank and how much my power node or 100 euros of crypto is worth. And we'll see who is doing better. Chances are your 100 euros isn't even worth 100 euros. It's probably gone down to 90 with inflation. So it's increasing value. It's tax-free. Everybody loves tax-free. No paperwork, no additional charges. Well, that's not strictly true. There is some additional charges when you do send and mine cryptocurrency. There are additional charges, but it's nothing like what PayPal charges us. It is getting globally accepted, everybody. Every single day, there is a young new developer, somebody coming out and improving the current technology. We're seeing it because 1 year ago, did you see this card? You can't see it, but I'm holding up the card. Did you have this cold wallet? No, it wasn't available then, but it is today. So it's getting globally accepted. We have no intermediaries. This is my favorite one. No one telling me where, how much, and why I can't send my money. Instant access. No one is going to tell me, no, sir, you can't send $3,000 to America because it's not allowed. None of that business anymore. Open to everybody. It's the ideal moment. 100% secure, and we're getting worldwide support. Armando, how are we feeling?
Yes, we're feeling good. We're feeling great with so much information well put it by you.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand over because we're a duo and we've been together 7 months. And if you've been on our webinars before, you know we're like oxygen and water. We can't do without each other. So I'm gonna let Armando talk about this very, very important slide. If you're falling asleep already on my webinar, do not fall asleep in the next 5-10 minutes about this very, very important slide. This probably is the most important slide for 2019. Over to my friend Armando.
Thank you, Lee. You also are fantastic, obviously. Okay, guys, let's talk about this new trend, a fantastic one, that is the STO. So it's the security token offering. And to explain you this, let's go a little bit back and just to tell you, if you don't know, that create a token. All you need to create a token is a good program, and you need a technology based like blockchain, and then you create a token, and it's easy. So in fact, anybody can create. And so what happened is, for the last years, especially on the last 3, what happened is many people create a token. And they create those tokens based on a document that calls the white paper. And in this white paper, you should relate it. You should mention what is the intention of that token, where is based, and all the informations about that, and including the perspective of future of that same token. So in fact, many companies, institutions, and private persons, they create tokens and they put it out to sell in a system that was the ICOs. So the ICOs, in fact, for the last 3 years, they move around billions of dollars. But in fact, the sad truth is that more than 90% of those ICOs were not real. Let's say they were real, but in fact, the white paper that predicts the evolution of that same token and the valorization of that didn't happen. So in fact, the markets, people and investors that starts to believe in the cryptocurrencies, because of these ICOs fail so much, they start to lose confidence in this. So some experts, they decided to think about something that could give security to a token. So as you know, the cryptocurrencies are not regulated. They have no central system to regulate the cryptocurrencies. That means there is no centralized system like the banking system to control the cryptocurrencies. So in fact, after this problem, what happened is somebody just create a new thing. It is a new kind of token. It's not an utility token, it's a security token. And what is that? Okay, so what is an STO? It is the acronym for security token offering, offer of a security token. It is a form of digital collection that resources without risk of fraud. Security token is backed by a tangible or negotiable assets, such as profits or shares of a company, which gives the certificate of ownership to its bearer. In addition, the STOs must necessarily be approved by regulatory bodies. So, okay, so what happened now? Every time someone wants to put it out, create a token and put it out to sell in the market, classified as STO, classified as a token with a back asset, it must be approval by these regulators. There are already a few regulating centers around the world. There are some China, Japan, North America, Canada, United States, in Europe, in London, and also in Switzerland. Okay, so if you decide to create an STO, you have to create that same STO by the same model as we created before, but then you have to get to approve it by these regulators, these commissions, that what they really do. Because there must be a value, a true value behind to support this token. What happened is these regulators, they're going to look into the papers, to the proofs that this value is real, this back asset is real. So if it doesn't fulfill this need, the STO is not approved. So it may go on the market, but not as an STO. It will go on the market as an utility token, just like the ones before, right? So in fact, this is the big change. Because now big investors, as we call it, the big whales, can now invest in security, with security in tokens, because there is a value behind. And as we say here in the task, it must be backed by a tangible and negotiable asset. So besides that, every time someone buys an STO, this STO, it's a certificate of ownership to the person who buy the STO. So in fact, this is going to revolutionize the system. Because right now, for example, if you would like to buy offshore, of course you would like to buy, for example, shares from Coca-Cola, right? For example. So what do you need? What did need Coca-Cola to put it out shares? They must go to the central banking. They must go and certify all of this to put it out in the markets. There is a lot of commissions to analyze this, and at the end of a long and very high cost process, the companies can put shares out there to sell. But then, how can you buy shares from Coca-Cola? For example, you must go to the bank, or you must go directly to a broker to buy shares. Even so, you need a lot of paperwork, right? So what happens is, for you to understand why big companies are getting into the STOs, because it's a much easier and faster way to put it out shares of a company for offer, all right? Because all the company, for example, if Coca-Cola wants to do an STO, they just go to an expert enterprise company like Mize Network, to develop the blockchain and to develop this token to get approval by the regulators and then put it out to sell in the market. But then if you want to buy one STO from Coca-Cola, you just go to an exchange, the exchange that represents this sale, and you buy. And you don't need paperwork, and you don't need approvals, and you don't need absolutely nothing besides money to buy this token. That's all you need. But in fact, when you buy that token, you own a piece of Coca-Cola. So that is the big difference between the STOs and the other tokens. So in fact, this crypto space, the crypto world will change with this tool, because this is a very powerful tool. And Mize Network, as a technology company, we develop STOs not only for ourselves, but also to other companies. And this is something I want to tell you right now. We already have STOs to sell exclusively for Mizes, because when some outsourcing company, when outside company doesn't belong to Mize and comes to Mize and said, okay, you are experts in blockchain, you are experts creating STOs, so I want you to create an STO for us. You know what Mize does? Mize says this, okay, if you want our service, we can do that for you. Of course, it's a service, so you're going to pay for us to do this, to develop this for you, but there's a condition. We must have this token for a certain period of time, exclusive for our community. So when Mize says this to their customers, what in fact they are saying? They are saying they are giving us Mizes, because it will be only for Mizes, the opportunity for a certain time to buy these STOs exclusive. So for a certain time, for one of them, for example, I can tell you it will be 90 days. For 90 days, only Mize Network can sell this STO. After 90 days, it will go out in the world for sale. So in fact, this will be something absolutely amazing. And this is not something that we're going to do. It's already done. All right? We just need, and besides this one I'm talking about, I'm not telling you the name of the company, but when you see it, you're going to be amazed. Because you will see, wow, Mize Network really is a company. Because these guys, they came to us to develop this for them. All right? So that is the proof that Mize Network has the knowledge and the ability to do this. All right? Not only for ourselves, but also as an outsourcing for other big companies. And there is big companies we are working and develop this. And these STOs will have it as Mizes, will have it exclusively for a certain period of time with a very specific value that once it goes, we go over the 90 days, and these tokens go out in the market to sell to the open markets, I can tell you, there is a lot of profit in that. So I'm just preparing you for what it's coming, and it's ready. All we need is that platform that we are waiting for. It's almost ready, but in fact, when the platform comes, all these products are coming too. So it's a huge and unique opportunity for you as Mizer to acquire these STOs in first hand. So you will be the first to have the opportunity to have an STO, all right? This is not something that it comes to us every single day, right? So in fact, right now, belong to the Mize community, it's a privilege. It is a privilege. Take this, take your attention on this. Being a Mizer today, it's very good. But tomorrow, wow, tomorrow it will be the heaven. It will be heaven, all right? So guys, stay tuned. And besides that, as many of you already saw it, I start 10 days promotion of the ecosystem of Mize Network. I already launched one logo yesterday and another one today. All right. So stay tuned because there is a lot to come. And STOs, I can tell you, this is going to be huge. Don't miss the opportunity as you miss it 10 years ago with Bitcoin. Don't miss the opportunity to buy now when you miss, for example, to buy stocks of Facebook or Amazon or whatever. All right? Don't miss this. This is the future. And 2019 will be the power of the tsunami. It's coming. Stay
Amazing.
ready and stay tuned.
Amazing, amazing. And now if anybody's tracking my my posts, and we're hinting to you, and we've been hinting for you for a long time, and that's why we pause on this slide. Everybody, when you see what's coming, we know the company, right, Armando? And that's why we're not sleeping. We know the company. It is the biggest of its field. And I cannot wait to unleash the company to everybody and take this burden off me. It keeps me awake at night. And that's why, everybody, I let Armando do this slide, because this is a very, very important slide. Okay, just to prove a point. This is a great slide. If you've seen it before, then get excited, because this is a 4-year period. What we're looking at here is token sales from 2014 and adoption. The adoption rate, the adoption of the countries, and how much money is getting put into these tokens. Now, this was early stages, and there's only 1% of the population that knows about this, but the companies are getting smart. Companies are getting very smart. As Armando just told you, you don't need paperwork anymore. It can be with a token. So as I press play on this slide, take notice of the years at the bottom. 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18. As we get towards 2018, just look at the money that's getting poured into this at the top left. And then the bottom left, just look at the countries. And then for a second, just think, what is it going to be like next year, 2019? If it will play. I'm going to try to play it. Okay, 1 second, it will play. There we go, I think I got it. All right, everybody. Just watch as I'm saying. Just think in your minds at the adoption rate, how fast the world is getting into cryptos and tokens and security tokens and blockchain. And here you are getting the education before the masses. For the first time, it feels like in our lives, we're at the beginning of something, not waiting for it to happen and then deciding, oh, I'm going to get into this after we've missed the growth. You're in it at the beginning. Now look what happens. $245 million.
It's Mizuka Makaka. I can take care of this. Keep going.
Okay. All right. Look at 2018. Look at the money at the top left, everybody. Look at the bubbles of adoption. And look how many countries. Companies that are going to give away their shares. And as Armando just said, we have some already designed, ready to go, of big companies in their field that we're going to get the first chance for 90 days to get your tokens at a price, we'll say X price. And then all of this you see here, when that company after 90 days gives it to all of this bubbles, what is going to happen to the price, everybody? Okay, so if it's your first time, Mize Network is an international company. As you see on the Zoom today, we were shouting out all sorts of countries, from Canada to Tanzania to Dubai to Portugal. We are international and we are growing. If you think we've done well with one product, what is going to happen when we have 4, 5, 6 products and everybody is winning with our products? because we are innovative and we are a technological product company-based company centered around cryptocurrencies and blockchains. Not only that, we're going to teach you, we're going to train you, and we're going to give you certifications in what some of the products that are sponsored and done by universities. As you all know by now, this is a passive income opportunity. We are very legal, everybody. If you did not hear about Mize Network in November of 2017, the reason you didn't know about it was because they spent 7 or 8 months putting the legal framework in to make sure we are secure, our finances are secure. And that all leads up, all that work and effort starts bringing in interest. It starts bringing in big companies called strategic partners, and you'll see them very, very shortly as we unleash them. And if you are somebody that likes to stick around, that likes to help us grow a company, then you are going to get rewards. You help the company grow, the company will help you grow, whether that's with international travel, whether that's you getting a car, whether that's just helping you out with a passive income. It's got everything, everybody. Our offices are in Sevilla, Spain and Georgia. If you want to go and visit the Spain office, you are all welcome. Just let them know you're going to go, take your team, take your lawyers, take whoever you like. Go check out the offices. Go see that everybody is real. There's support staff there, and go see the documentation. This company has opened up everything, okay, for you to see and inspect. There is no stories here. There is no selling, dreams. One thing Mize Network doesn't do is sell dreams. Okay, so Power Nodes is our first product. And we like to say it's a new mining standard because it is. Everybody is just used to the normal mining, but Power Nodes is special. And it's special because we don't just do mining of Bitcoins, which is known as proof of work. We are adding something special. We're adding proof of stake, okay? And that is why it's a unique product. Most companies out there, mining products, are taking Bitcoins out of the system. Okay, Mize Network does two things. It takes Bitcoins out of the system, and we can even put tokens or coins into the system and get rewarded, known as proof of stake. And that is a unique product to Mize Network. By the way, no other company out there has this product, but I'm pretty sure they're watching us, and sooner or later, you're going to start to see companies talking about this kind of concept or security tokens. In fact, today I saw a company talking about security token offerings, and I wonder who they were looking at with their concept. So let's talk about Power Nodes. Is a mining club, okay? All of us together. This gives us a great opportunity to get cryptocurrency for an affordable price, okay? It's focused on offering the best form of investment for your money, okay, with cryptocurrencies by using the most advanced technology and systems. Now, very important video. I know you've seen it many, many times, but the person that's there is important. His name is Carlos Garridos. He is kind of the brains behind the whole operation of cryptocurrency. He is an expert. He is one of the biggest in Spain, if not in Europe. And you are going to see him in the mines. It's really important we show you the operation, because if you've been in companies before, okay, if you've been in companies before and they didn't show the operation, I wonder if that company's still around, or I wonder if your money is locked on a screen. I bet you've been millionaires so many times on a screen, but you couldn't get your money out and they never showed you the operation. So this is a powerful, powerful video. What Carlos Garridos is saying is that he is there in China with the mines using Power Nodes. Okay. My computer is a little bit slow and laggy, I'm afraid. Armando, it's not coming through very well.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not coming through very well. Okay, but don't worry, everybody. Most of you have seen it for the last 6 months. It's also on our YouTube channel, but I can see that it's lagging, so I'm not going to put you through that. Okay, so our business model, it's very simple, everybody. It's an ERC20 token with power nodes, part of the mining club, and there is only ever going to be 170 million tokens, okay? So once you've got your tokens, you are participating in our club, which allows you to start earning cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, forever, the life of the program. And believe me, everybody, it's a fantastic decision you've made now, because as you saw the slides earlier, adoption rate is happening. There is a lot of companies coming in. The chances of Bitcoin going past the all-time high of 19,000 is extremely high as less Bitcoins are going into circulation. And here you are, having participation to earn cryptocurrency daily. So the advantages of power nodes: low cost entry, only 100 euros for one power node, which gets you 108 tokens, which will get you a daily payment. It's transparent. You can go ahead and see it when you're getting your Bitcoins moved from Mize network to your Bitcoin wallets. It's transparent. You can go and see it. You have the chance to compound here. It isn't just you're just going to get Bitcoin every day. You have a choice. You can compound. Think of it like a savings plan. So how does it work? Very simple. Join the club, acquire your tokens. Mize Network will do everything for you. There's nothing technical here. They will put it through the mining process of POW, proof of work, and proof of stake. And at the end, you will get your distribution of daily benefits based on how many tokens you have. The more tokens you have, the more Bitcoin you will receive. Please know, everybody, if it's your first time, we are a real company. It has setup times. So it's going to be 30 days before you start earning cryptocurrency, okay? Okay, we're going to very quickly just go through the compensation plan. I know most of you, 95% of you have seen it, but we'll just breeze through it with Armando.
Okay, thank you, Lee. Fantastic presentation as always. And before I present to you the compensation plan, let me tell you there is 2 ways to be in Mize Network. First of all, you buy your product like power nodes, as you saw it before. In the future, other products will come. Right now, is power nodes. You just buy your product, and then after 30 days, you start to have your daily earns. So you earn Bitcoin every single day with no more fees or no more costs. With no weekends. We work every single day, all right, for a lifetime, and that is a passive income, okay? But if you want to do exactly the same, but additionally you want to have a team, you want to build a team, then we have a compensation plan for you. So the first bonus I'm going to present to you is direct sale. So every time you refer someone directly, you will have a 5% commission of the packages purchased by each user directly sponsored by you. So that means that when you refer a person in Mize Network and that person makes a buying of a product, in this case power nodes, you will get a 5% of that same buying. Let's suppose that person buys 10 packages of power nodes worth 1,000 euros. You will get a 5% commission of those 1,000 euros. So that is direct sale.
And just want to say, I know you're going to say it anyway, but everybody, each product has a different compensation plan. So here you see 5%, but on our next products, you might see anything up to 10, 15, 20%. But I know you're going to say that, Armando. I just wanted to put that in. Yeah.
Yes, there is this particularity in Mize Network, is that every single product will have its own compensation plan. So this percentage and this bonus, they might be different from product to product. This is the compensation plan of power nodes, all right? It's not a Mize general, it's just for power nodes, because other products will be different. So let's keep going to the binary bonus. That means the team bonus. So in fact, when you start to build a team, let's suppose that you are that guy on the top with the picture, and you have to start a binary team. That means the system is binary, so that means that we have 2 sides, left side and right side, left team, right team. So to become binary qualified, you need to referral 2 persons, 1 person in the left and another person in the right. So when you place the first one, and then you have to go to your back office and change the side, so the second person goes to the other side the right side in this example. All right, and then your team starts to work. And what happens? Every time someone makes a buying of a product, in this case power nodes, it will accumulate points, right? And by the end of the day, midnight Spain, the system will do the math of this point. So let's suppose that you are this guy on the top of the picture, and your team today your left team made 11,060 points, and your right team 24,780 points. So the company, how it works, the binary bonus, the company will pay you 10% of the smallest team benefits daily to your Bitcoin wallet. This is something amazing. So what the system does is doing the math, identified which is the smallest leg. In this example is the left side. And so 10% of the points accumulated in this day will be paying to you. All right. So how it works, 11,060 points. That means 10% of that, it's 1,106 points. We pay 1.1 euro. So in this example, you will get 1,106 euros of binary bonus. That's absolutely fantastic. So what happened to these points? The points that the system paid you, they will disappear because they are already paid for. So this 11,000 points at midnight Spain in this day will disappear. What happened to the right side, to this 24,000 points? It will be discounted the same amount of pounds paid. That means for the next day, you and your team will have accumulated on your right side 30,720 points, and on the left side will be 0, and everything starts again. During that second day, your team keeps working, keeps accumulating points. By the end of the day, midnight Spain, you will get another binary bonus, and every single day. Besides that, another thing that is too much important is this compensation plan. The company will pay you these commissions and these values directly to your Bitcoin wallet. So it's an automatic payment. There is no request for e-draw, all right? So you get, for example, in this example, you will get this binary 1,106 euros. It will go midnight Spain. It will go directly to your Bitcoin wallet inserted in the system. All right, so there is no bonus, no money accumulated right there in the back office because it pays automatically. All right, let's move on to the next one, Lee, please. Now we get to the matching bonus. Matching bonus is a bonus associated directly to the previous one, to the binary bonus. So in fact, the company will pay you up to 25% total benefits in 5 levels according to your qualification. You will receive 5% commissions from the binary of your indicated direct and indirect. So what does this mean? First, this is a commission of 5% on each level until the 5th level, but is according to your career plan. So in fact, to get this first level of 5% commission, you will need to be bronze. To get the second level, you must be silver. So there is a rank, a career rank, and all of you can achieve it. And once you achieve, you will start to get this commission of 5% of matching bonus. It's based on what? Every time someone in your team until the 5th level gets the previous bonus, the binary bonus, you will get that commission from the money they receive. So it's a team benefit and to reward you as a leader. All right? So fantastic matching bonus. Now we get into the residual bonus. That means repurchase. And what it means repurchase, as we told you before, every single day you will get Bitcoin result of the power nodes production, and you will get Bitcoin daily according to the volume of tokens that you possess, right? So with this earnings that you have daily, you have 3 options. First option, withdraw. As long as you have at least 50 euros, you can withdraw, all right? But then there is another option. There is, you can tell the system, okay, I want to withdraw, for example, 30%, and the rest I want to buy new tokens. So that's why it is a repurchase, all right? So you use your daily earns from the tokens to buy new tokens, okay? And there is a third option. You tell the system, I don't want to withdraw absolutely nothing, all right? I just want to compound. I want to, every money that I get daily, I want to buy new tokens. So every time someone on your team takes this decision to buy new tokens with the daily earns, you will get a commission of those buy-ins. And you will have this commission, so it's up to 18% of residual total divided in 9 levels that will be distributed whenever in your structure someone makes the repurchase. So in fact, let me show you the commissions. So if someone on the first level on your team, and that's nothing to do with your career plan, it's direct. So if someone does use the daily earns to buy new tokens on the first level, that means you're direct, you will get 3% commission of that. And you will get the same commission, 3% on the second, on the third level, and then 2% on the fourth, fifth, and sixth level, and 1% on the seventh, on the eighth, and on the ninth level. So in fact, guys, I can tell you, I call this bonus the ching-ching one. Why? Because imagine you have 50, 100 people, 1,000 people in your team, right? So imagine this, everybody's compounding. Everybody is buying new tokens with the daily earns, and you're getting a small amount of Satoshi, but by the dozens, by the hundreds. It depends on the volume of your team, on the numbers of members that your team has, right? Imagine this, every single day, these guys compounding, buying new tokens, and you're getting this 1%, 2%, 3% of commission. So I can tell you, it will be small amounts of Satoshis, but multiply by dozens or hundreds by the end of the month, I can tell you, that will be great money, all right? And this bonus goes directly to your Bitcoin wallet. Don't forget about that. So about the compounding, it's not a company thing, it's me. I always suggest, if you don't depend on the daily earns of the power nodes to survive, use that at least to do repurchase for 6 months. Because if you buy a power node today, you will get something like 110 tokens. That means 110 participations in the club. But if you compound, if you use that daily earns to buy new tokens, by the end of 6 months, instead of having 110 participations, 110 shares from the club, you will have 200 or 250 or 300, right? So it all depends. So that means that you will get more money daily every time for a lifetime, all right? So I hope you understand the importance of doing compounding and the power of this residual bonus. All right.
All right.
Lee, are you there?
Yes. I'm here. So everybody, amazing again, Armando. I love doing this webinar with you because we are setting people up for success. I don't know about you guys. I'm talking for myself here. I've been in many companies over the last 6 years, and I've been burnt many times. I've been a millionaire on screen, could never get the money out. I've gone into companies that have offered me high percentage return of investment daily, and they always burn 6 months to a year because I wasn't experienced then, and I've lost a lot of money. If you're on this webinar now, you know, and you've been in this company a while, you know everything we've said is true. You are getting paid instantly without having to request your money. 12 o'clock midnight Spain time. You are paid. No stories, no excuses. Oh, we can't pay till next week, or, you know, it's going to be once a month, or any of that. Here in Mize Network, what we're trying to do with you and your support and your help is to protect everybody. You know, there's new people coming into this industry every single day. And if you see them going off to your bad experiences, they're going to fall into the same trap. What we're trying to do here in Mize Network is we're trying to educate you for what is coming. And a tsunami is coming, everybody. The world is changing. It is going digital, whether we like it or not. So choose the right vehicle. Help people understand. Help them understand that some of the companies that we have done together, where we got suckered in and we got burned and we lost money, try to get them to avoid that. Be the voice, be the extension of Mize Network. Help us get them here so they are safe. Because what's going to happen is they're going to be lured into the fast money. But what actually happens is they lose their money, and here it's nice and stable and increasing. And we haven't seen the markets go to its true potential yet. And the reason we haven't seen it is 1% of the entire planet is only learning and getting used to cryptocurrency. And here in Mize Network, we are training, we are educating, we're preparing you. Power Nodes is preparation. Power Nodes is allowing you to start interacting and giving your first experience of cryptocurrency. The next stages that are coming will start to give you even more education. It will give you the security tokens, and it won't be no stories of a developer and a white paper selling a dream. We're not selling a dream here. We will be selling a share of companies. So that's why it's important that you come to these webinars and let other people get here. I see 29 people on this webinar. Shocking, really, especially when we have such a fantastic vehicle like Mize. I can tell you next year, 30 people will be on this webinar before we even open the doors. All right, that is my claim. Before we even turn this camera on, there will be 30 people sitting here, and I expect 200-300 people.
Yes, that's true. That's absolutely true. Lee, thank you so much for your love and your way to put it out things with the heart. Thank you so much. It was lovely. We have some questions here. I think we have, we must answer this. It's only 2 or 3, I think. So the first one I already answered on the chat. So how could you buy STOs? When the new platform comes, you will know. You will know, because as the moment we have that to sell, everybody will know. So stay tuned, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So Andres just asked me to re-explain that part. I don't know. I asked him what part it is. Oh, okay. Explanation how we get benefits from the points accumulated on the both sides. Weak strong. Yeah, it's the binary construction. So your team is going to work every single day. So you get points accumulated on the left, on the right. And when this happens, by the end of the day, you will get binary commission. That's it. You will get binary bonus. So it's easy. There's not much more to say about that. So as long as your team sales will generate points, these points are paid 10% of those on the smallest flag every single day. So that's how it is. So there is another question here. Let's suppose the new product is revealed and I want to purchase, but then I realize I have invested most of my money in Power Nodes and I wish I had spare more for investing in upcoming products. The question is, the situation is this. So is there a way for me to sell some of my Power Nodes with just my buying ability? Well, you buy Power Nodes, but in fact, you are buying a package of Power Nodes, but in fact, you are buying a certain volume of tokens, right? So you possess these tokens, and these tokens will give you the money you need to buy new products if you don't have more. So putting away selling your tokens, your participations in the club to buy another thing, I don't think it's a good idea. It's better to let the tokens of Power Node generate more Bitcoin so you can earn more, having money to buy new products. This is my opinion. So I think that is the best to do, right, Lee?
Yeah, I would say this, right? Let's just let's do a scenario, Alma. Let's do a scenario, right? You've got Power Nodes today. Let's just say 1,000 tokens. And let's just fast forward. You go to sleep and you wake up in 2020 and you see that Bitcoin price is $164,000. And it's generating this amount of Satoshi per token, and you know are earning a tremendous amount because you've also compounded but you sold them to get into a security token, you can't go back in history. You can't go back to 2009 when Bitcoin was 3 cents, but you sold it at $10. All right. And then it went all the way up to $19,000. Power Nodes is an incredible product. Let's remember, it's there for life. It doesn't expire. You're not paying a monthly. It doesn't, you know, just think of the future. What we tend to do is we tend to look at the now, right? It's very difficult for humans to look 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. We look at the now. So I don't suggest it. I think Power Nodes is one of the most important revolutionary products out there right now, because I think what's going to happen in the future, you are going to feel amazing that you've got these tokens and you've been compounding. And let's talk about 2021. You won't have 1,000 tokens. You will have X tokens because you would have compounded, and they're going to keep generating. It's better to buy products from your earnings in a year's time and get as many products as you want, because each day it replenishes. You see what I'm saying? You can withdraw, say, for example, just pure example. Let's say you withdraw $50, just for an example, and a product was $50. You purchase it, and then tomorrow your tokens produce $50 again. So I don't recommend it, but it's your choice. But I'm just trying to sort of say to you, we've seen history, and the history repeats itself. 3 cents for a Bitcoin, sold at $10. You'd be wishing you'd saved it for the 19,000. That's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor in any way. I just think Power Nodes is extremely important product.
Yes, it is. Because in fact, when you are selling, when you are giving away these tokens of Power Nodes, you're not giving away just the tokens. You are giving away the profit of those tokens for a lifetime. So I don't think it's worth it.
It's like you're selling an ATM machine, okay? Yeah. I sell my ATM machine that's in my back of my room right now every single day for the rest of my life. I come there and I get money. And if Bitcoin goes up in market adoption, each morning my ATM machine gives me money. And I'm like, okay, I'd send that ATM machine away. In a year's time, I'm going to miss that ATM machine if Bitcoin has really, gone mass adoption. I'm really going to miss my ATM machine. Think as Power Nodes is an ATM machine. It's producing every single day forever.
Yeah, yes, that's right. That's right. So I strongly not recommend it also. So in fact, keep your Power Nodes. Keep it. They will give you Bitcoin every single day.
It's up to you, Al. Let's talk. Let's talk in 2022. I'll keep mine.
I'll keep mine too.
You sell yours, and we'll see where we go. But
that's for
it's
sure.
Everyone's decision. It's everyone's decision. Nobody knows the future.
Of course.
But I've learned my lessons from selling Ethereum when it was $12. Everybody, I sold it when it was $12. Yep. So, all right. There's no more questions. If you do have a quick question, yes, we're coming to Uganda. We are coming. I'm just waiting for the itinerary. I'm waiting for our leaders in Africa to tell us where we're to be and what the dates are. I'm pretty sure that is still happening. So we will see you there.
Yes, we will. It'll be a pleasure.
All right, everybody. That's it.
So there is no questions. So I think we're done for today. I'm just going to do my part now for closing. Thank you guys for being there. It was one more time a pleasure, enormous pleasure to do this for you. And reminding that tomorrow at the same time, 7 o'clock p.m. time, 7 p.m. London time, we are back, not with the presentation of Power Nodes and Mize Network, but with the workshop of cryptocurrencies and blockchain. So stay tuned. If you don't know much about this, join us, invite some friends, because we'll be here exactly in this same room on Zoom at 7 p.m. and we'll teach you in the best way we can and with the time that we have, what is this space, what is the cryptocurrencies, why it's a good way to invest, why it's secure, why it's transparent, everything, all the features that the cryptocurrencies and the blockchain has. So for those of you who are listening for the first time this presentation, if you have any more questions, please contact the person that invites you to this webinar and make them those questions. We use sometimes we talk about career plan and everything. If you would like to know, talk to your leader and they will explain to you, obviously. All right. So guys, for my part, thank you so much for being there. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with a lot of guests to come and learn about cryptocurrencies and blockchain. So guys, thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
Awesome as usual, Armando. Thank you very much for being a co-host. I don't have anything else to say. Armando said it all. Just enjoy the rest of the week. Keep growing, everybody. Look how far we've come in 7 months. Think how far we will go in the next 7 months with our products, our STOs, market adoption, and all the things that we spoke about tonight. Keep building your teams. And this is the right place. It is the right time. It is the right vehicle. Good night, everybody. Thanks for everybody that has joined us.
Lee, it's just 30 seconds. Just we don't do this for so long. I miss it.
All right.
I would like you, everybody, turn off your cameras. And if you like Mize, and if you like this presentation, I want to see your thumbs up. Come on, guys, turn on the camera.
Yeah, let's see. Who's really a miser?
Let's see who's a miser.
Really a miser here. I can see 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. We got 10. There we go. All right, guys, these thumbs are your success. Believe me, we'll be doing this 1 year from now, and this will be full house, I assure you. All right, awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Yeah.